How did 12 silent ghost ships trigger the deadliest apocalypse in European history? In October 1347, a fleet of Genoese galleys emerged from the dead of night and dropped anchor in Messina, Sicily. They were fleeing a violent siege on the distant Black Sea, but the docks remained unnaturally quiet. No sailors called out for help, no heavy cargo was unloaded. When the harbor master finally boarded the drifting vessels, he stepped into a complete nightmare. The crews were mostly dead, slumped over their heavy wooden oars. The few surviving sailors were delirious with fever. They were covered in agonizing, oozing black boils. These dark buboes marked them for a fast, violent death. The Genoese sailors had unknowingly ferried a devastating biological killer into the Mediterranean. The horrific disease did not stay confined to the wooden galleys. It ripped through Messina with impossible speed. Franciscan friar Michele da Piazza documented the sheer panic of the outbreak. He recorded a disease so virulent that locals believed it leaped from victim to victim. People thought it spread simply through a sick person's breath. They even believed a single glance from the infected was a death sentence. To look at the sick was to be instantly poisoned. Absolute paranoia gripped the streets, and the social order disintegrated overnight. Families abandoned each other behind locked doors. Desperate to save their city, panicked officials made a ruthless choice. They ordered the 12 ghost ships immediately expelled from the harbor. The dying sailors were forced back out into the dark waters of the sea. The authorities thought they had successfully cut off the infection. They truly believed their emergency quarantine would hold. But the officials were watching the wrong threat. Pushing the infected sailors away was an entirely futile gesture. The real danger was never the men suffering on the decks. It was the plague-ridden black rats hidden below. The infected fleas were already loose in the bustling port. The invisible vector had bypassed Messina's physical defenses. Their strict quarantine was a tragic illusion. Within a matter of weeks, the wealthy port of Messina completely collapsed. Terrified citizens realized they had to run or die. In a blind panic, survivors abandoned their homes and their sick relatives. They fled outward into the rural Sicilian countryside. They desperately thought they were escaping the nightmare. Instead, they were unknowingly acting as the ultimate plague carriers. By running for their lives, they were delivering the Black Death directly to the rest of Europe.